teens have been charged following a fatal crash in Adelaide South overnight. The boys allegedly lost control of a stolen car on the Southern Expressway in Bedford Park around 9 p.m. Police say they then collided with 3 cars that were waiting at traffic lights. An innocent female driver was killed when one of the cars exploded. The teens are accused of running from the scene before police caught them a short time
This hurricane
later.
has already carved a deadly path of destruction straight through the Caribbean. In fact, in Haiti, more than 100 people dead on the islands in the Caribbean. The first pictures coming in tonight. And look at this. It hit the Bahamas a short time ago, where people were seeking shelter, power lines down, and American tourists seeking shelter as well there, right there in Nassau. ABC's Alex Perez tonight.
Matthew roaring through the Bahamas amid torrential downpours.
I want you to take a look in the distance over there. That's the ocean, at least what you can make out of it.
In Nassau, the capital city, conditions deteriorating by the hour.
It's now about 11:15 in the morning, and the eye of Hurricane Matthew has now passed beyond us. And one way you can tell, look at the palm trees. They're now all blowing in the opposite direction.
Matthew blowing out power lines. The storm surge up to 15 feet.
It's now been raining for about 6 hours, and the gusts are really picking up. Take a look at that utility pole behind me there, swaying back and forth in the wind. We've just learned Hurricane Matthew has been upgraded to a dangerous Category 4.
Those warm waters surrounding the island country help Matthew grow even more powerful. The storm's winds increasing to 140 miles per hour.
Wow.
More than 3,000 tourists in the Bahamas unable to escape, including newlywed couple Matthew and Natasha Lamberti.
I actually found a place to sleep with one of my family members, and they had to pull us out because the metal part was coming off of the window.
Hotel guests forced to ride out the storm overnight in conference rooms instead. This, as we're now seeing the path of utter devastation Matthew has left across the Caribbean. In Haiti, the death toll skyrocketing as floodwaters recede. More than 100 already confirmed dead, and that number will continue to rise. More than 28,000 homes damaged, many families now homeless. In this southwestern town, residents trying to salvage what they can. This woman saying what little money they had is now gone, and they are hungry. Cuba, walls collapsing, roofs ripped off in Guantanamo province. This man saying he just hopes his family can fix this.
And David, the winds have calmed here tonight, but the rain is still falling. In terms of the cleanup, they're just now beginning to assess the damage. David?
Alex Perez, our thanks to you and the team.
As we've been saying, this has been a very trying day for all of St. Louis, but especially for county police, losing their first officer in the line of duty in 16 years. Here's what we know about Officer Snyder. He was 33 years old, a husband, a father to a 2-year-old son. Friends called him a loving father, someone with a sense of humor. Chief John Belmar says he joined the force at 28 years old. He called him a dedicated officer who knew he wanted to help and serve. The 18-year-old suspect, Trenton Forster, is in the hospital. Police say Forster almost immediately shot Snyder when he arrived on scene. A second officer fired at Forster, hitting him several times. Forster is recovering and faces charges for first-degree murder and armed criminal action.
I very much appreciate France's partnership with respect to Syria and its shared, profound, deep concern about what is happening in Syria today. Last night, the regime attacked yet another hospital, and 20 people were killed and 100 people were wounded. And Russia and the regime owe the world more than an explanation about why they keep hitting hospitals and medical facilities and children and women. These are acts that beg for an appropriate investigation of war crimes. And those who commit these would and should be held accountable for these actions. They're beyond the accidental now, way beyond, years beyond the accidental. This is a targeted strategy to terrorize civilians and to kill anybody and everybody who is in the way of their military objectives. So we look forward today to a very frank conversation about what potential next steps are, and we intend to jointly figure out how best to be able to deliver the strongest message possible about the actions that might be taken to deal with this bombing of Aleppo, this siege in the 21st century, this entire siege of innocent people.
کله لایەن حکوومەتی هەرێمی کوردستان و دەست بە دروستکردنی کراوە ساڵە خۆناغی جێبەجێکردندا و 150 تریشەکانی تەواو بووە و بە پێی پێشبینیەکان ژمارەیەکی زۆر یەکجار زۆری ئاوەڕ و لێرە دەکەن لە مووسڵ و دەوروبەری بڵێ ئەو کەمپە لە بۆ ئەوان دروستکە کە نزیکەی زیاتر جێی لە 10,000 عالێ دەکەوە.